It's funny how when you're not kissing their ass, they got all of this BS to say about you. Now listen, I don't want nobody to kiss my ass, but I do want them to keep my name out their damn mouth. Like, what is talking bad about me gonna do for you? Now, when I make these videos, it's not because, oh, you bitching about your baby mothers. Nah, I don't be trying to bitch about them. I don't be really caring. What I don't like is for somebody to try to throw dirt on my name on the strength that they in their feelings. And I'll be like, I should go curse this bitch out. But I don't do that. What I do is I just make these videos. Just acknowledging what a man be going through, man. Because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, what you mad about? You mad because you took my daughter back? Like, I recently texted this whole, like, yo, just get her, take her to the dentist and then bring her back. Now, you're not going to bring my daughter back all messed up. Well, give me my daughter all messed up and don't give me the tools to fix it. Like, okay, so you're going to fix it. You know what I mean? You got all these problems with me taking my daughter. If I got to go do something, you can't watch her because, like, what am I giving her to you for? But in the same sense, you saying you're not giving her to me. Like, that's just retarded. That's the whole. Like, if she was giving me my daughter, what would she need my daughter's information for? Right? She not giving me my daughter's information, so why is she keeping it? Truth be told, the bitch said that, oh, we're co-parenting. So what do co-parents do? I'm confused. Like, you can't give me my child and be like, okay, it's your turn, but don't give me the information I need to take care of her with, like her birth certificate, social security card, and Medicaid card. Like, bitch, what the fuck you have it for if I'm taking care of her? But if we're taking care of her, then if you have the necessary means to do what it is that I can't do, then bitch, you should be fucking doing it. Now, this whole gets upset. And you know what I mean? People be wondering what's been going on because they just have my dick in their mouth because they be like, huh, what the fuck is going on with your baby father, Khalif? Squishy dad. I know that's what they be saying. She goes off and be like, oh, I gotta go through with this because I gotta take care of these kids. My baby fathers ain't shit. First of all, bitch, you ain't shit. You was fucking with your friend's stepfather, which is me. Then you went and fucked with a nigga from off the streets who sell drugs and gangbangs. Like, I don't know what the fuck these bitches be looking for when they go and do the shit that they do, bitch. Like, you do some shit that you can't be serious about and get serious. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's like playing like fucking a game for fun. Like, you ain't getting no money out of it. You ain't gaining nothing but win or lose. And catching your fucking feelings. You need to grow the fuck up. Like, you playing games, but then getting mad that you're not winning. You know what I mean? I get mad at scratch offs all day when I don't win, but at the same time, I'm not gonna sit up there and talk about the scratch offs like it's their fault. I bought it. Like, what the fuck? You don't see me making videos like, oh, da 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 da. Like, I said some shit about the picket because I'm like, yo, it's just funny how all these people from West Bubblefuck always hitting the lottery, and they always white. Like, you act like majority of the white people play this shit. Like, it's got to be some correlation that to the fact that they always winning. You know what I mean? Big bucks too. It's like once in a blue moon, a black person wins just to give all the other black people hope to keep playing. But other than that, I know it's rigged. So I haven't been playing. Like, I'd rather put all my shit in fondue or some shit like that. Like, at least I actually do have a fucking chance of winning when I do that. When you play with statistics and shit. But other than that, man, these motherfuckers here, like, to be honest, the real statistics ain't real when you playing the lottery, mega millions and shit like that. But that's a whole nother concept. But I don't do it all the fucking time. I made that one video, and that's it. Like, at the end of the day, like, I know what I know. If I continue to play, that's on me. You understand? So when bitches be putting themselves in situations knowing what they know, why the fuck do they still complain? Like, that shit don't be making no fucking sense. But anyway, my baby mother goes off and tells these bitches on Instagram or whatever, Facebook, whatever. Oh, he don't do shit for his daughter. Listen, if my daughter needs me, she's always the first person to try to blow up my motherfucking phone. And then there's times where my daughter came to my house with clothes looking like she's a bum. Like, first of all, if you're a real mother, she shouldn't even still have these clothes. She should already have new clothes. If you the bitch that you say you are, she shouldn't have these clothes because you will be throwing them away because the bitch you say you are. You know what I mean? Keep your daughter up to par. So why the fuck would you keep some shit you know your daughter don't need all wet? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, I don't do nothing. Like, all her clothes came from me. I remember me buying my daughter all these clothes, right? Like, there's people who know I bought the clothes because they was either there or seen me buy them. I even took pictures. I even have a video. I just never posted it of the shit that I buy my daughter that her mother said she bought her. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Her coat, her boots, her pants, her shirt. I go to Children's Place. I have a receipt. I have this shit on my card. Like, I'm just sitting up here looking like, how the fuck is she really coming for me and saying that she got these things that I bought my daughter? I buy my daughter pants and shirts. I buy her underwear, socks. I buy her boots, coats, hats, scarves, toys. I guess when you're not doing it every day or every week, you ain't shit. But bitch, you don't need that shit every week. She gotta grow out of the shit I already bought her for me to buy her more shit. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you talking about what the custodial parent is supposed to be doing? Which is shelter, food. What, me just generally being in her life? Like, me cutting you smooth the fuck off? Well, technically, she cut me off. Cause I told her, like, yo, you can bring my daughter back after you get her teeth fixed and shit like that. She told me to kick rocks. Her daughter don't have a father. So if her daughter don't have a father, and you said this, like, weeks ago, why am I hearing now that you're still talking about me as if I'm her father? Which you're not making any fucking sense. Be a little consistent, bitch. That's all I be asking for. Consistency. Like, if I ain't shit, then I ain't shit to talk about. You're not making no sense. Like, you ain't shit. But I'm going to always talk about some bullshit that's trying to put bullshit on me. Like, no, keep that shit over there. I know when you hear my videos or you see my shit, like, you gonna feel some type of way because it's the truth. Whether you like it or not. Whether your friends like it or not, whether your family like it or not, it's the truth. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. I don't sit up there and smoke around my daughter. You'll never hear my daughter say, Daddy be smoking weed and drinking in front of me. Twerking and turning up in front of me. Got people staying in my bed while I sleep on the couch. Don't take me to the dentist. don't take me here. Like, if I had the power to do that, I would do it. My baby mother gave me my motherfucking daughter information, said, take her here. I took her to the doctors. Priorities first. My kids are always my priority. I let these bitches say and do what the fuck they want to me, and I still be in my kids' life. Up until this point, like, I ain't gonna say I ain't been falling back a little bit, because I miss loyalty, but I ain't trying to keep, I'm not gonna be out there flying all the way to South Carolina or driving all the way to South Carolina to see her. Like, you can't say you want a child in my life and you disappear with my child. Like, I know her mother had good reasons for doing what she's doing and making that move, and it worked out for her big time. So I ain't mad at her. And she don't chastise me about me not being in my daughter's life. So she's not a problem. But Khalid, his mother, be talking G-class shit. Oh, I'm gonna put you on child support. I'm like, bitch, you forgot why I'm not on child support? I'll wait for this paperwork to come in the mail. Every time she threatened me, it never comes. It's as if she, like, this bitch is such a habitual liar. She fails to realize that the reason why I'm not on child support is because of me. Like, bitch, I was the one that went to child support and told them that, how the fuck could she go from Jersey City to PA and PA to Atlanta, Georgia with me on child support? How could she do that when we were married? See, when you're married, you don't have to go for custody. When you get married, you don't sign papers of paying child support or who has custody over the child. When you're married, y'all both have custody over all y'all kids. So just as well as her kids was my responsibility, my wife failed to realize that my kids were hers. Like, so with that being said, if we get a divorce, it's just a divorce. In the divorce decree, the only thing that was legally founded was the fact that we were not fucking married anymore. But as far as the children is concerned, we have to go to court for that. Custody. Who gets the child? We never did that. So being that we never did that, she can't just up and leave and go to PA and fucking Atlanta, Georgia. She can't even file child support on me until we go to court for custody. Mind you, I was on child support, wondering how the fuck she put me on child support. And all this, come to find out, the bitch lied on the paperwork. When she lied on the paperwork, she forfeited her ability to have me on child support. And they took her smooth the fuck off. They not just gonna they terminated it. I have the paperwork. And the sad part is, this bitch fails to realize who she's lying to. She's lying to the person who knows the fucking truth. Like, you're gonna look at them stupid. And I have a lot of people like that in my life. Like, people who, really ain't do too much other than that to me in my life. Like, I seen the truth. I seen it in black and white. Like, I opened my laptop, I seen the shit. Like, oh, these motherfuckers fucking around. Oh, these motherfuckers talking this and talking that. They, all this time they chilling, like all this other good shit. And then whenever I'm around, it's a different story. How the fuck y'all not having a secret relationship? The only time you FaceTime and talk to this motherfucker when we going through it. But if you can't keep it 100 with me about something as fucking lame as that, then you're not gonna keep it 100 with me with anything. I can't trust you. You on double dates with your friends and shit. Cousins talking about you gonna fuck this nigga. Whenever you feel like you gonna do what you want to do. Motherfuckers feel like they big brim. They gonna say whatever they want. Nigga, I'm brim too. Like, I don't even care. Like, it is what it is. Like, motherfuckers be feeling the way they feel. Man, I don't give a fuck about nothing. I ain't under nobody. I do whatever the fuck I want. I don't care about shit. Cause when you see how phony motherfuckers can be, you can't take shit seriously. I can't take nothing phony seriously. It's like worshiping a fake $100 bill. Like, yeah, I got real. You ain't got real money. You got fake money. You gotta look at it for what it's worth. It ain't really worth shit. And that's how I look at everything in my life. Like, if it ain't worth nothing, I'm not gonna take it seriously. You can't ask me for something you ain't giving me. I'm gonna sit up there like, I'm gonna put you on child support. How? How? You got terminated. Not giving you another chance, bitch. You fucked up. That's like being on welfare. Like, that's like really like being on motherfucking Section 8. You know, if you fuck up with Section 8, right? You're not getting another chance. That's the same thing with child support, bitch. You better keep your shit 100. Because once they terminate you, they find the reasons to terminate you. You're terminated. You're not getting that shit again. You're not. It is what it is. Sitting over there patting yourself on the back for doing something you signed up for. I'm going to keep the child. This is my child. And then whenever times get hard, oh, where's your father at? Only time that child is your child is when you don't need me. But when you need me, I have a child. That's crazy. It don't make no fucking sense. Now, a lot of people don't go through this, so they don't understand. Like, there's people who be, men and female alike, hitting me like, oh, why you talking about them like that? Bitch, are you in these shoes? Are you going through this? Is your baby father Khalif Abdul King Hankerson? Because I guarantee you, if I was a lot of bitches' baby fathers, they would not be complaining. Like, they be on some real shit like loyalty money. Like, if I need him, he there. Like, he can't be here because I'm here. Like, and whenever she was over here, she was like, he got shit to do. She wasn't worried. She not going to let that shit bother her. She going to go about her business and handle her business like she should. You know what I mean? And I don't really be bitching about Mary. Like, she just take her child support and I can't see my kids. Like, that's it. Like, fuck it. Like, you got all these kids from me. Like, fuck you. I'm like, okay. Well, like, what you want me to do? People like, oh, if I was you, I'd do what I would have to do to get my child's life. I had 2 kids before I had all these other kids. Just 2. Khalif and Khalid. Yo, the hell I went through paying child support and trying to support these 2 boys. Like, my checks was looking retarded because they was charging me like I was 2 separate niggas. Like, they was charging me for Khalid and Khalif. Like, they had 2 different fathers. See, how child support goes is, it goes by how many kids you have. So, say for instance, like, you on child support and you have 1 child. You pay for that 1 child. But once you get that 2nd child, the pay has to adjust. You go to court to get an adjustment. So, even though they physically know, in the system they see this shit on, right there on their computer, it pops up because they use your social security. You have to take the extra step to get an adjustment. So take that in mind. Like, you have to take another step to get an adjustment. Because if you don't, they're gonna charge you like you're 2 separate entities and you're only one. You'll be paying the max for this child and the max for that child when you only supposed to be paying an amount that's adjusted for these 2 kids. Like, they can't charge you more than what it costs for you to stay. Like, it is what it is. Let that sink in a little bit, but yo, I just be getting tired of hearing the BS. Like, don't talk about me like I ain't no father to my kids. Oh, because I ain't living with my kids and doing the custodial parent duties, I'm not a parent. I'm a co-parent. Like my child support is like co-payments because they take that shit smooth out of my motherfucking. I ain't gotta go wait in line to pay child support. They be like, let me get that. So when you say you not getting enough from child support, you should go and tell that to child support, and they can't say they didn't because they tried it already. I was in the courthouse with like three of my baby mothers, and they sitting up there saying, "Oh, I need more money," or "I don't want him to see his kids," and all this other BS. And I'm just sitting over there like, and they looking at each other like, "Oh, I feel bad. Oh, I feel ashamed. Like he got all these kids, all these baby mothers. You don't feel ashamed that you be out here fucking these gangbangers who be selling drugs to people who were just like the people in your life that died from the drugs? You don't feel guilty or bad about you fucking around with the niggas who gangbang, which led to motherfuckers you cared about dying in these streets? You think I'm out here destroying lives or making them? You understand? Like, what's the difference? What's the difference between me and a lot of other people? Reality. Like, what the fuck? Like, how you gonna get mad at me? Because I'm technically replacing the lives that are being taken out here. And I don't think that that's what I want to do or that's any way plausible. When people say, oh, well, how could you live like this? How could you live like that? How could you live in a house full of roaches and mice and trash bags and dirty dishes with fungi growing out of that shit? Fucking kitchen look a mess. Bathroom look a mess. Hallway look a mess. Bedroom look a mess. Kids' bedroom look a mess. Floor stains all over the bitch. Dresser look like you don't give a fuck about that shit. Windows looking horrible. Ashtray for a motherfucking windowsill. Like, get the fuck out of here. Be out here talking about people. Fuck that. Fuck me not being there. What about you? What are you doing while you're there? How about that? Like, oh, he not here. Yeah, but what are you doing while the kid's here? Fuck the fact that he not being here. Because if you saying he's not doing nothing, that means he's not a factor. The factor is, what's going on? Why your daughter ain't go to the dentist yet? Why you ain't check your daughter's pee out? Why is she looking like she got a bladder infection? Did you go get her checked? Like, what the fuck is going on with her hair? Why the fuck is you smoking weed in the house around your fucking kids? Why are you drinking and turning up around your motherfucking kids? Why are you inviting friends over to do that shit in front of your kids? Like, they grow up looking at you and trying to figure out what they need to do in life. Like, just like they seen you walk and started walking, heard you talk and started talking, they gonna drink because they seen you drinking. They gonna smoke because they see you smoking. You gonna tell them not to do something that they see you having fun doing, and they gonna grow up wanting to have fun. Curiosity killed the cat. If these motherfuckers see you doing it, you think they ain't gonna want to experience it? When y'all justify that shit, oh, it's not coke. Oh, it's not dope. Oh, when you get grown, I can't control what you do. You can control a child's actions just by setting examples. You set the examples via walk and talk, bitch. You think they're not gonna learn from you? If they see you with a habit and how you handled it, they might have an excuse to contain and continue with theirs. You never know. You never know. You never know. Like, you gotta give them, like, the only reason why I'm not as fucked up, but at the same time I'm still as fucked up, is because of the excuse method. Like, I can say, oh, I'm not addicted to coke, dope, but I still smoke black in my house. That's bad. I still drink all the time. That's bad. I smoke a little here and there. That's bad. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't no angel, but I'm not doing that shit in front of my kids. Now you would think I'm trying to justify it. No, it's still wrong. But do my kids know I'm wrong? No, I do. Fucking around their kids, I know. Trust me, I know. It should be like, it'd be funny as hell. Like we moving on some whole shit, and then we trying to talk about people. Like, bitch, cut it the fuck out. Like, I don't be talking about y'all. I'm just trying to figure out why y'all talking about me, knowing I know about y'all. Like what is you doing? Now I gotta sit here, wait for paperwork that'll never come in the mail. I'm not even waiting for them bullshit. Listen to people tell me that I'm not the father I'm supposed to be. Like I miss my Janae, I miss my Halo. I don't call a mother, yo, on the strength that I'm just not with the bullshit. Like what am I gain? What am I gain from that? It's just weak as hell to be just on some BS about everything. It's like when you dealing with motherfuckers that snitch, they be having excuses like, yo, I had to take the plea. The lawyer told me I ain't had no other choice. It's like, yeah, man, or it's gonna convict me now. There's people who took it to trial, right? And they knew damn well they wasn't supposed to take it to trial. Then there's the people who tell on themselves, like, if the police don't know anything, they're gonna ask you questions. If they know, they're gonna tell you they know. Right? And then they're gonna show you proof. If they trying to get you to cop a plea, they don't have no proof. Fight that shit to the bitter end. You will get the least out of that. You'll get less time not taking the plea than taking the plea, unless they have undisputed evidence or witnesses. Once the witnesses come into play, bruh, run for the plea by all means, but don't snitch your boy out. Don't get mad because this motherfucker about to get away with murder and all this shit be out on me. Nigga, you knew what it was before you got in the situation. Like, say for instance, you ain't pull the trigger, but you was there. You know you ain't pull the trigger. You know they ain't got no evidence. Run with that. Like, there's no way you can prove it. Like, I ain't have no gun. I ain't have nothing. I ain't had no residue. There's nothing. You can't just say that you believe I did something. That's reasonable doubt. You gotta have undeniable proof I did something. And with that being said, they can't throw you in jail with just that. They can say, well, they can't say nothing. Like you gotta fight that shit to the end. Like they had no proof. You can't put me in jail with no proof. That's what I did. Like I know y'all ain't got proof. Kiss my ass. And that's why your boy free. But when people be out there talking about how you turn the plea around, or like I can't help you. I don't have them problems. Like I don't know how to unsnitch. Bitch, I don't snitch. Like I don't do none of that because I don't put myself in those situations anyway. Like we're not doing that. Like I be having to tell on myself, like, yeah, I got this many kids, because I'm like, because I put myself in this situation. How I do that now? Wearing a condom. Yay, stupid me. Like the fuck. And the only thing that make me stupid is my baby mothers. That's the only thing that make me look stupid, is because I got so many baby mothers, but I know these motherfuckers be like, fuck you, kiss my ass at 2.5, and they only talk about you, and they will always talk about you when you're not kissing their ass. If you kissing their ass, they ain't saying shit. If you not kissing their ass, then they got all of this shit to say about you. Just tell them. If you don't get your dirty ass the fuck out of here.